Hey fam, it's Scott, findblackbiz.com, and I wanted to talk to the boys today. A couple years ago, I was asked to do a video about, powerful black men, advantageous black men just moving forward in life and leaving a legacy. Black men doing it, basically. And even then, I was still learning and searching and reaching for my confidence and my level of understanding of where I needed to go in life. And after going back and watching that video, I learned something that I had more to learn. What I had learned since that video, it's been a couple years, is a greater understanding of money. In the video, I did mention that money doesn't direct everything in your life, and it doesn't. However, it does direct a large portion of your life. I told a story basically about what I did to get myself in trouble, how I lost everything that I had built, and starting from scratch, even with the government, my name being in the system, the government and everything, against me, everything, and I still managed to find a decent wife and make it. At the time, I believe she was still my girlfriend. So now Charity is now my wife, and I am pretty successful in the medical career, or the medical field. What I wanted to talk to the boys today is something my little cousin, is a distant cousin of mine. He's desperately trying. He's from the streets. Let's be real about this. I had a way better upbringing than him with both parents, and he has not. He's met my uncle. He had my uncle in his life for a few years. And that being a new experience, he didn't gain everything that was necessary from a man, especially since my uncle wasn't exactly the best man before meeting his mother. So, with that being said, he asks me a lot of questions all the time. He wants to build his own business. He looks at me and he sees that I look like I'm relatively successful, and I like to think that I am. But even I judge myself cruelly when it comes to levels of success. I don't think I've obtained success yet. However, he says just a black man owning his own business, whether it's an online vlog, is a business, and it's something worthwhile because we don't even try to start those. And I was floored. It's amazing what you can learn, what people see when they believe they're below you. And I don't think he's below me by any means. I just don't think he's got everything put together, but I hope to try to help him at his age. He's 20-something years old. Perfect age to have all of this knowledge. I'm 30-something, I have all this knowledge. And my dad had it all at 40, and his dad had it at 50. It's like, dang it, man, just every generation, if we could we're knocking 10 years off. My kids have this knowledge, and will have this knowledge before they graduate high school, completely. But, again, this video is for the boys. Confidence was what I spoke about last time. And you can have all the confidence in the world. However, you cannot confuse confidence. You cannot confuse your level of confidence with this false machismo. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody can fake being confident, but a true level of confidence comes through. People will notice it. People don't try you. No one disrespects you when they smell it on you. You know what I'm saying? There's a level of confidence, not out of just straight anger, but out of respect. Let's say, for example, I know out of respect to not fight Kimbo Slice if he was alive. God bless the man. Or Mayweather for that matter. Although I don't like him, I wouldn't fight the man out of respect because I see those hands. That's a respectable thing. I know not to disrespect and talk down to Dr. Boyce Watkins, especially when it comes to money. Who am I to judge a master of money? This man knows everything about finance that there is to know. And if you just simply follow this guy's footsteps, his teachings, his lessons, he gives them away for relatively cheap. You too can be financially successful. So that oozes off of him, though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it may seem a little bit cocky when it comes to fighters, but off of Dr. Boyce Watkins, all people like Andre and Zaza Ali and just all of these individuals, powerful individuals that are like up here to me, the same way I look at them, the same way my cousin looks at me. And so I wanted to tell you guys, listen, if you are looking for some help, there's plenty out there. I can list a few websites below that you can go to, and there's plenty of, not just books. We understand books, you should read them, but there's always a faster and more interesting way to pass information, especially when it comes to opening and controlling your finance, opening businesses and controlling your finance. So now the next level is responsibility. You have all confidence in the world. You're sure of yourself. You're sure that anything you touch will turn to gold. Perfect. Now, let's take some responsibility for the things that we've done and the things that we need to do and will do in the future, whether they succeed or fail, especially if they fail. Don't blame it on anybody else, blame it on you. You must take it into consideration that everything that you do is a direct result. 80 to 90% of things that happen to you is a direct result of your personal choices. Once you decide, hey, you know what, instead of buying $200 worth of child labor and rubber soles, Jordans, instead I think I'll go and buy $200 worth of Nike stock. There's a choice you made right there. You decided that your financial future was more important than how your feet look as they destroy the leather and rubber on your feet. That's a powerful thing. Now, what has to happen is we have to explain exactly how important, excuse me, I'm driving here, how important that level, how important finances are for your future than it is for you looking fresh and fly right now. I know you're tired of hearing it. People, oh, that's stupid to buy $200 Jordans. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying if you do, buy some stock right along with it. If you're going to buy $200 worth of Jordans, buy $200 worth, spend $400. Match your dollar for everything that you buy that's expensive, that has a market, that has, that you can purchase stocks from. Young men, this is important. I can't stress it enough. You can open your own business doing with things that it costs $500, and at some point you guys come across $500, and not all at once. Sometimes you have $30 here, $100 here, this and then you, instead of saving and putting to the side and planning, you decide to waste it on alcohol, drugs. Look, look, people, you can do whatever you want. I get that. That's just the way people do things to make themselves feel good. But you have to really take in consideration later on what your financial future is going to be like. Do you want to always be struggling with those few little $20, $30? You always want to look at the ballers, the rappers, not all of them extremely rich, the basketball players, and be like, oh, wow, they're rich? Or do you want to have Warren Buffett money? Because it's possible. The stock market is something I'm just learning. I'm learning the ins and outs of it now. But the stock market is something powerful. It turns people from below LeBron James, what's that, $3 million a year, something that's like that, $30 million a year, whatever it is, $30 million, I don't know, to making $30 million a day. That's what Warren Buffett makes, roughly about $30 million a day. That's crazy. Okay, and he's proud to pay his taxes. He'll pay it all. He doesn't care. He's not against, paying taxes and stuff, but you can do this if you just utilize your money. There's a video out. I'm trying to find. I'm going to go find that as well and try to put it into the comments below. Sorry about the camera angle and stuff like this today. Usually I do a little bit better with filming, but I'm in a bit of a rush, but I had to talk to you guys. There's a video of a young man who does just that. Every time his mom or he buys a pair of shoes, basketball shoes, any kind of Nikes, any kind of J's specifically, anything Nike related, he turns around and he buys that much stock. Right now, that boy is swimming in money. And he's probably not even nowhere near my age. I got to be probably in his 20s now. And he's swimming in money because the stock market, if you haven't noticed, has skyrocketed, has gone through the roof. And specific, accounts, especially like Nike, and they're always going to grow and split. So long term, the thing is, you have to get off of that instant gratification thing. Because if you look at all these wealthy people, not the rich black folks that you see, okay, don't worry about them. All right, you're always gonna have 30, 40, 50, 100,000 rich black folks. But what about those few billionaires? You see what they wear? Regular shoes, like maybe some New Balances that they've had for 10 years. A regular button-down shirt, like a polo shirt, and some cargo pants. You'll never really see them with anything expensive on. It's ridiculous to do that, and that's how they stay rich. That's how they get rich and stay rich. So I have a plan for myself to continue going in that route, and I'm trying to find and open up as many businesses that I can possibly handle, that I could probably build up, flip, and sell. Same thing with property management and real estate. I'm going to touch everything I possibly can. I implore you guys, before you hit 18, before you hit 21, if you're already there, so what? Look at let's take a look at your credit. Let's look at your credit score. Let's work on finding an idea. Sit down with some of your friends, or even if you don't have any friends, sit down by yourself. That's what I did. I was at work a couple years ago, and I just, I was sick and tired of the place. I didn't like any of my managers, and this is really the motivator. When you guys start working, if you're not working already, you guys don't like your bosses. Let's be real, okay? And some of the white folks you work with aren't exactly your friends. If you notice, some of them get a little more benefits than others, especially you tend to be bottom of the totem pole being a black man. Even black women in the business, in the workforce, are higher up than you. Don't hate them. Let them do their thing, because those are sisters. You protect them. But you're public enemy number one, no matter, even if you do get hired for a job. So that should be a part of a motivator. That should be your peak motivator, as a matter of fact. That was for me. One day we were just down. The machines were down, and we were down for like 15, 20 minutes. And I literally built from scratch my dream community center, and then directions on how I'm going to get there, what businesses I'm going to have. And so far, I've done just that. So I'm going to get something on the internet. I'm going to do a directory. I'm going to do a blog. I'm going to do a vlog. I'm going to get into real estate. I'm going to flip houses. I'm going to keep houses. I'm going to rent houses. I'm going to travel. I'm going to do a travel vlog. I'm going to move and be all over the place, so that people like you, young men, and anybody else who's watching, can see that it's easy. It's possible. Now, I say it's easy. It's easy to come up with the idea. To get started, yes, it's a little bit tougher than just snapping your fingers and writing it down. However, there are solutions, okay? And all you have to do is really, really work at it. So, like the first video was all about confidence. This one is personal responsibility. You have to take the responsibility for your own life now, okay? You're not a child anymore. No one cares, especially if you're a man. If you're a man and you lose your job, or you don't have any more money, no one on the planet cares about a man. They care even less for a black man. So my message to you, young men, okay, young, strong black men, is to come up with a business plan. You don't have to come up with this crazy detailed business plan. You don't have to do that. Just come up with something that you really want to do, that you think would be inexpensive to start, and find a way to start saving the money to do it. Even if it means, say for example, I know a brother who wants to open up a smoke shop, especially since with in the state of Florida now, everything's medical marijuana law has passed. That amendment, got changed or whatever. And he wants to open up a smoke shop that can later on facilitate and turn into a dispensary. There's a lot of money into it. There's a lot of legal tape, but there's always room for another smoke shop. People need paraphernalia, you know what I'm saying, without all the stress and trouble. So that's something he wants to do, and he's saving his money. That's really what he stays home. He don't go out to the club. He don't do anything. He's boring. But he's saving his money every paycheck. He's making this white man that owns the business that he works for fund his future dreams. Excuse me. And I believe that's possible for every single one of us, especially you young black men. If you haven't noticed, there's been a lot of girl power going on, and yes, I love it. I love seeing the sisters just jump for joy for themselves and loving themselves. Sorry about that. Loving themselves and everything in between. It's just been a wonderful, wonderful experience this last year. I mean, it's been black girl power everywhere. But here's the problem. There's no black man power anywhere. And we need to show them that we're just as powerful, that we can match their power. That, you know, a strong black woman loves a strong black man, a leader, okay, who can deal with her and all of that. And we can't do any of that if we're not financially sound. Yet, let's be real with this. No woman, men, boys, listen, no woman wants a broke man. Even worse, no woman wants a broke man without a plan. So if you broke now, that's fine. And you find a honey that will stick by your side until the end, that's even better. But the point is to have a plan and to make sure that your financial future is more important than your Friday night future. All right. If you guys like this video, please like it, subscribe, share it on every social media. You'll find all my information below for social media. Please, I'll like I said in the comments, in the description, I'll leave a few links where you could learn some more information, where you can learn more information about finances, specifically the stock market, et cetera, et cetera. Please, it's Christmas time. It's that holiday season. People, please think, act, and buy black as much as possible. I understand that we don't own our electronic stores. We don't own a distribution center or manufacturer, any of that stuff. However, if there's a store and it's available and it's black, try to buy from it as much as possible, okay? I love you guys. Have a good day.